Coming to you live from the moon, this is Optimal Play. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Josh.
And Josh, it took over a year, but we made it.
Yeah, I mean, space missions are a time-consuming and costly process.
They sure are. And the cryopods didn't work, so I've just been sitting here
Waiting the whole time.
twiddling my thumbs. Also, I don't think it usually takes a year to get to the moon, so we might need to check the engines on the ship or something.
Maybe. We've been doing a lot of infrastructure here, though, right?
No, that's true. I guess we are getting to the moon with more than a little bit already established. We even have greenhouses growing plants here. Anyway, this is our Welcome to the Moon campaign. It's our third game. You may or may not have followed the campaign thus far, which we posted over a year of real life time ago because adulthood. But we're excited to continue with Chapter 3.
Yeah. Hopefully I remember how to play.
Yeah. Well, the nice thing about Welcome to is that you kind of have to relearn how to play every time anyway.
That's true.
Or about Welcome to the Moon, I should say.
Yeah.
Because every step of the 8-part campaign is on a completely different board playing a completely different version with just the basics of Welcome to intact.
Flipping cards. Writing numbers.
Yeah, writing numbers where the order of the numbers matters, doing whatever the icon on the card paired with it does. That stuff is all the same. Everything else tends to change. And then we were playing the full campaign, which has a story. You met aliens last time.
Yeah, I think we met aliens last time.
I guess. Yeah. You're the one who remembered the aliens as we were talking about this before.
That's true. It was a memorable occasion. It's not every day you meet aliens.
It's true. Yeah. Well, they did not overthrow me as captain, thankfully. I'm still captain after last game.
We'll see.
It seems like. And right after I suggest that you hit the like button on this video and subscribe to Optimal Play if you haven't, which I did as part of that sentence, I think I'll reread the single paragraph of story that I think was the final one we read last time, since we're sort of starting here at section 72, and we'll see what chapter 3 has in store. Clear my throat for my reading voice. Unbelievable! This alien ship was incredible. The resources that we found will probably allow humankind to gain several years of technological progress. Sorry, several years doesn't actually sound like that much.
It does not.
Put it that way, but yeah, the alien spaceship is granting humankind several years of progress. Send all that to the Human Alliance lab. They will know what to do. This change of plan will help us. We have been more efficient, and we now have more knowledge. I feel that the colonization of the moon will be a success this time. That's right, because if you play... I don't know how much we've discussed this earlier in this series, but the game recommends you start with one playthrough to learn all the boards before you play the full campaign, and the story is essentially a time loop. Like, when it says this time, it's because this has happened before.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. This is my first playthrough. We're just jumping right into the complicated campaign.
Yeah, I figured you can handle it. You handled those aliens with aplomb. Okay, going into new territory. It says, let's take advantage of this situation and let's make our colony an unprecedented success. And then phone rings. So as captain, I need to decide, continue the planning of the mission or take the call from the engineers. This story decision is whether or not to let it go to voicemail. I'm inclined to take the call. I want to take advantage of these several years of progress.
Okay.
Yeah? All right.
You're the captain.
I am, and as such, I will answer the ringing red phone. Chapter 4.
Some captains would be too busy to take a phone call.
Not me, I got nothing on my plate. Okay, this says here, screaming on the phone, so this is why I'm about to say it like this. What? Impossible! I don't care, sort this out immediately! And then I hang up the phone and turn towards the team. The data transfer of our rockets has not gone through as planned. Some of the data is corrupted. This situation is about to get worse.
Oh.
Shouldn't have answered the phone, apparently.
I guess not, yeah.
It says, play adventure number 3. So I'll teach you how adventure number 3 works momentarily, but I'm going to keep reading here. Temporary event. Take the campaign event card number 161 During the setup phase, shuffle this card into one of the 3 draw piles. As soon as you draw it, look for the indicated chapter corresponding to Adventure 3 and immediately go there. Interesting. Okay. And then it also has a new rule for this game. But let me find this card 161. Where are the card numbers on here? I cannot... Oh, they're on this side of them. 161. Oh, okay. That card gets shuffled into one of the 3 decks.
Which side up?
I assume this side up?
Okay. I'll shuffle it in this deck since we've got 2 10s face up.
Sounds good. While you shuffle that, there's a new rule for this game. You can only write down even or odd numbers in a whole quarter. Quarters being the 4 kind of quadrants of the map here. As soon as you write down an even number in a quarter, you must carry on the numbering in this quarter with only even numbers. Do the same if you start a quarter with an odd number. Jeez. Okay, having played this one before, that sounds brutal. We'll circle back and reiterate that once you know the basics here. So this is one of my favorite maps that I lovingly and frustratingly.
I shuffled it to the top.
Oh great, yeah, probably keep going until it's not on top. I've lovingly called Scenario 3 Welcome to Sudoku. Maybe it's not actually that Sudoku-like, but it is played on a grid that reminds me of a Sudoku board. So in this one we are colonizing, we are building our moon base. And the normal rules of Welcome to remain the same. We're about to flip over 1 card from each of these decks, which will leave us with a number symbol pairing that we have to choose one. We must write that number somewhere that it's valid to write it, and then we may carry out the action that icon lets us do. So, and then as almost always, the person who has the most points at the end of the scenario wins. That also remains the same. So we'll be numbering these like moon buildings. They have to be sequentially numbered, not only from left to right, which is typical in Welcome to, but from bottom to top. So if you drop a 9 in this spot, then you need to have lower than 9 on this side, higher than 9 on the right, but also higher than 9 going up from there. As is typical, you don't have to like start here and branch out. You can plop the numbers down in any order, but once that sequencing, once that lowest to highest starts mattering, that's going to limit where you can put them. These X's are just occupied spaces. You have 2 buildings already built, and these corners are not spots where you will write. So most rows and columns actually just have 5 spots, with kind of 2 exceptions in the middle of each quadrant. Okay, so I guess it didn't tell us. Sometimes the campaign specifies which of the objectives we will have. I guess this one didn't, so I'm going to randomly deal out 3, I think. Okay. It needs to be like an A, a B, and a C. So we've got a C, an A, and a B. We'll look more closely at what those mean in a second, but we have those on the table now. Okay, so kind of going through the symbols that are on the cards. Plants are one of the symbols. If you, excuse me, if you use the plant action with a number, then whatever quarter you write your that number in, you get to circle one of the greenhouses in that quarter. And you can see, you must go from top to bottom. You can see that the first 3 times you do it in a quarter, you get 1 plant, and the 4th time you do it in a quarter, you get 2 plants. Those plants are simply worth points at the end of the game, starting at 0, but you can take the energy action to upgrade that. That's the lightning bolt symbol. You can take that to upgrade these multipliers. So you'll take the number of plants that you've circled times whatever that value is for points at the end of the game.
Okay.
Makes sense? Water works pretty similarly to how it tends to and how the pools in the original Welcome to did. If you have a water action and you write that number on one of these water tank locations, you can circle that, and just like plants, then depending on your multiplier, it'll be worth points at the end of the game. The robots, those are pretty unique here. You can see that from this lower left area, there are 2 lines Each time that you take a robot action, you can draw another line to a complete or between two of these buildings. That is how you get credit for these like antennae, these satellite dishes that are on some of these buildings. Once you have your network connected to them, and you you could do this line with one robot, and then the next time you do a robot, you could extend it there. You don't have to it doesn't have to snake with one line or anything. But once you have satellite dishes connected to the origin point of your network, and you have a number in them, you can circle them, and they're worth points times their multiplier at the end of the game.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, that's the robots. I'm thinking through the icons because they're not all here. The astronaut does the same thing that it always does, which is lets you modify the number that goes with it by up to plus or minus 2. And as a reminder, since it's been a year, you can go as high as 17 that way and as low as 0. You cannot go to -1. And then on this one, each time you do that, you're going to mark off one of these astronauts, and there are point bonuses to the player who had the most and second most crossed off at the end of the game. It's 20 points to first and 10 points to second, so basically there's a 10-point differential in a 2-player game between us. But in order to get those points, you do have to have marked off at least 1.
Right.
Can't get second place with 0. The planning action, the calendar, this does something similar to what it usually does in Welcome to the Moon, which is in addition to the number that you write, you can drop an X somewhere. And that X is like a wild number that just helps you complete your board. So if it's a 11 with planning, I might drop it here, and the X does not have to be anywhere near it. It could be over here or whatever.
Okay.
Each time you do that, you have to mark off one of these boxes, and you lose points at the end of the game. The more of them that you've used, the more points you lose. On the robots, by the way, I should point out that if you get them all the way up to here, and I may have misspoken, I think you do have to write a number here. Maybe I'm going to hit pause and double check that I have all these rules right at the end of this explanation. But you can get 3 more satellite dishes up there. It's just a point of interest to point out. Finally, are there any symbols I'm forgetting? I'm thinking through. I was using this as a guide, but are there any that aren't printed on the board? I may have to explain those as they come up if I've missed any. But one other thing to know, there are these point bonuses here, the 15 and 5 next to each quarter. The first person to fully populate a quarter, putting numbers into all 8 of the non-X spaces, gets the 15 points. And the other player, or players, if there was more than 2, could get 5 points by thereafter filling it in. Yeah. And that's what this section of the scoring is for, is to write in your 4 quadrants bonuses if you got them.
Okay.
This section, as usual, is marking off. The one way to end the game is if you fail to place a number, then you have to mark one of those off. You lose points, and if all 3 of them are marked, the game will end. The game can also end if someone completes their board, numbers every space, or gets all 3 objectives. So normal stuff. So the objectives that can end the game, A, is to have 3 horizontal rows completed. B is to have all of the satellite dishes marked off via numbering their locations and linking to them with robots in 2 quarters of the board. And then C is to mark all of the water tanks in 2 quarters of the board.
Okay.
There's just 2 water tanks per quarter. So that one seems reasonably easy. The robots seem like you need to do a lot of robot actions to link all those. But we'll figure it out. And then to circle back to our weird campaign rule, also, on top of all that, each quarter, this game has to be all even or all odd, which strikes me as insane.
All even or all odd? Yeah, that does seem very challenging.
So it seems likely to me that the game's going to end on somebody failing 3 times, just because that makes it, like in the mid to late game, it's going to quickly get way more restrictive than it normally would. But yeah, should be fun. Let me wipe out all of my demo stuff. Any questions?
I don't think so.
All right, let's see. We were on chapter 4. I just don't want to lose where we were. Then I think we're good to go.
All right.
All right, you want to flip over the first set of cards?
4 robots, 6 plants, 15 astronauts.
Ooh. That 15 astronauts pretty valuable because you could just write a 16 or 17.
Yep.
The thing is, though, that locks you into whether that whole quadrant is going to be even or odd, which feels like a really impactful decision.
Yeah, and even taking it at 17 isn't that helpful because one of the 15s, or maybe the only, I don't know how many 15s there are.
There are not very many. Yeah, you're right, because there are less numbers as you get to the outer ends of the range. Okay, that's a great point, actually. I'm going to, I think, change what I was about to do based on your observation, so thank you for that. I'm going to make it a 16 instead of a 17 because we know that a 15 is spent. I will just drop a 16 up here.
I suspect I'm doing the same as you.
It looks like you did, yeah.
Exactly the same, yep. Okay.
Okay, well, next we have 6 energy, 11 water, 10 plants. 11 water would lock in another quadrant as odds, which I guess is a good thing for me.
11's real high.
11 is high. Yeah, and so, like, oh man. It's a number that I would probably like to have around here.
Yep, but...
And it can't already.
Right.
I wonder if that card that will be revealed at some point and have a campaign effect might relieve us of that rule.
Oh, could. Yeah.
Do I plan assuming it will? Probably not.
And if I want... so I have to get a dish in order to circle the things, right? It's not just write the number.
Write the number and connect to it with the lines that the robots let you draw.
Oh, yeah. But there's not a symbol for them?
There's not a symbol for them.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, I know what I'm going to do then.
Yeah, so you get 2 satellite dishes, or excuse me, the rules call them parabolic antennae. You get 2 of them as soon as you number these 2, because you do start with them linked. Okay, I think I'm going to put an 11 here and take the water.
I'm going with a 10 here.
Oh.
And taking the plant.
So don't circle the antenna until you draw your robot lines there, but you do get the plant,
Right.
yeah. Okay.
The whole thing.
I kind of think you made the better move there now that I see it. Staying in one quadrant.
9 energy. Oh, 1 robot and 10 energy. Wow.
Ooh, okay. Well.
Wow.
I like the looks of the 1 robot,
Yeah.
but do I want 2 adjacent odd quadrants is now that I have to decide. Brutal. Yes. 1 and a line vertically from there. That's my play.
Did we do the same thing? No, we didn't.
Oh, we did not. Okay. Oh, yes, and
we chose the same card.
we do get to circle the satellite dish. Yeah, same card, different move. You love to see it.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, what we got?
11 energy. 8 robot. 11 robot.
Another 11 is pretty cool. But which 11 do I want? I'm definitely putting an 11 here. My only question is, which 11 am I taking? I think I'm going to keep the robot action and draw this line up to there. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
You know what? I'm gonna...
Changing your mind already?
Yeah, already. Oh, that's why I did that. I had a reason, turns out. This is hard. Okay, yeah,
It's such a hard one. This is one of the most brain-bending boards in Welcome to the Moon, I think.
I'll go ahead and do that 8 there. And I'll draw the line here.
And your first time playing this board, you are on extra hard mode with this even and odd stuff.
This is rough, yeah. All right. Let's see. 12 plants, 7 robots, and 1 energy. Oh, that 1 energy is nice.
That is nice. I've got to take that.
Yeah.
I have a hunch you will too.
Yeah, it's
And I think
too good to pass up. It seems like this is a really clear choice here on what to do with the energy.
For you, maybe. Well, interesting. You think it's clear to go for satellite dishes. Like, I think even though I've only had one opportunity, I am focusing on water.
Oh, okay.
At least because I took a water and you didn't, so I'm gonna make water progress.
There you
I
go.
want to get all the water at 8 points each. You can't beat that. Probably.
9 on planning. 8 energy and 6 energy.
Oh.
How does planning work again?
Planning lets you
it's a 3x.
drop an X anywhere
That is
in
pretty
addition to
good.
writing that 9 and then lose some points for it. But I do think that that's probably key to this being remotely finishable. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to take that 9, drop it here, and put an X. Like just right there. Oh, and mark off a box. Oh, speaking of which, we both did the astronaut, right? Did you remember to mark off one? Oh, you remembered. I
did,
forgot. Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm also doing the planning. I put my 9 up here at the top.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And my X, I think. Oh,
It's a tough one.
it is a tough one. I think I'll. All right, I'll just go here.
I see there's a plant coming up. I've been surprised that like we have so few greenhouses.
11 plant, 7 water, 13 energy.
This is, I don't know if you're remembering as you flip them that the special card is shuffled into that deck, but that one I'm always like,
Yeah.
I'm always like bracing myself every time you flip that one in particular.
Well, I can't use
Okay.
that 13.
That 11 of plants is garbage. Oof. 7 of water would be great there, but it doesn't quite. I think it kind of screws this column, but I'm gonna put the 7 of water up here.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Oh, but the 13 is like the only number that can go here. Do I just want the energy 13? Yeah, okay. Especially since it doesn't seem like you're racing me for the water objective. I'll take my time and I'll put that 13 here, but I am going to keep amping my water. I'm going to be focused.
I did take 7 of water.
Oh shit! Damn it!
It got me an antenna and a water.
Well, at least no one can accuse me of looking at your sheet.
5 robots. 5 robots.
Oh no!
Or 12 water.
12 water.
12 water is
That's
not
interesting.
bad. Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Or 5 robots has some potential too.
I'm gonna do some water for real this time. Go 12 water over here. Yeah.
Yeah, 12 water is hard to beat right now. Okay.
Oh, you went for a different 12 than me, but otherwise same move. Okay.
All right. 9 robots, 3 energy, or 4 plants.
Ooh.
4 plants is tough to use.
I do need more robots, but the 3 energy is looking
3 energy is
pretty
looking
good right now. I think.
I know what I'm doing. I think you did the same.
Not quite the same.
3 energy?
Yes, I did a 3 energy. I put it in a different place.
Yeah. 9 water, 5 water,
Wow.
or 5 energy. Ooh.
Wow. Okay. This one, I think, is pretty straightforward for me. 9 water here is exactly what I need.
5 water works for me. And that gets me both of the waters in one of the quadrants.
Yeah, I have both of them in the upper left. Okay, but I have one in a second quadrant,
You do.
so I'm
You're
real
probably
close
gonna
to
beat
beating
me
you
to
to
that,
it.
yeah.
Let's see. Give me a. I can see from the corners here, water's not coming, but to be continued.
10 plant, 8 robot, or 7 plants.
Okay.
And you can't duplicate a number next to it, right?
Right. There's no mechanic for that in this one.
I have made some mistakes.
I think for me an 8 of robots goes fine right there, and I can draw that line this way. At some point, I think I will want some energy in my satellite dishes.
I've definitely made some problems for myself.
I mean, there's no way around causing yourself some problems here.
Right. Okay, so... I think I just need to start determining which move I can legally make. Because that's
Wow, are you already there?
It's getting tricky.
Hopefully that campaign card saves you.
I think I could get away with... Oh, that's terrible, though. Yeah, I'm in trouble. I'm in big trouble. All right.
You must place one if you can. You can't opt to skip.
I'm going to do 7 plants up here.
Okay. Let's see it.
Real trouble. 13 water, 2 astronaut, or 7 energy.
Okay. Oh, that 13 water doesn't do anything for me unless I want to drop it in this quadrant and make 3 of my 4 quadrants odd. I don't think I like that. So it's astronaut or energy. I think I just take the energy. I can put a 7 here, and I guess... No, I'm just going to finish my water. Water is fully upgraded to 8 points each. I'm gonna...
I took an astronaut.
Got thirsty folks.
9 astronaut.
Oh no, I just realized that when I said I only needed 1 more water... Oh, I pointed down here. It's up here that I only need 1 more water. Down here I think I was thrown off by the satellites I'd circled. Hold your YouTube comments. A 3 of robots. Astronaut 9. The astronauts are so valuable when you can change it from even to odd.
Yes.
In this setup.
I think I know what I'm taking.
Me too, he says confidently. I will put that 3 here and draw a line with my robot there.
Alright. I also did 3 robots.
Okay. Oh, there it is.
There it is. Alright.
Okay, so I think, finish flipping probably. But we now, to reiterate what this said, as soon as you draw it, which I think is what just happened, right? We drew it. Look for the indicated chapter corresponding to adventure number 3 and immediately go there. So for adventure number 3, it's 84. Well, our IT crew have found the bug. Apparently it was something about a program unable to manage 4 digits for a date. It doesn't really make any sense. Bunch of idiots. Well, anyway, the program has been restored. Oh, I called it. For the rest of the game, you can number your quarters without taking into consideration the even-odd rule. Put the event card back in the box, flip a new card, and can carry on playing. At the end of the game, if you have at least 1 complete quarter only with even or odd numbers, you earn an extra star.
Oh,
you no longer must do even and odd, but you may
Still
for an
can.
extra star.
Yeah, okay.
And as a refresher, those stars are the campaign scoring, so they're very valuable. This one is worth 2 stars to first place and 1 star to second place, naturally. So 1 more star is pretty big. And then the branching path at the end of this scenario is going to depend on whether the captain has a complete quarter with only even or odd numbers or not. Okay,
so did we just remove this card then?
I think, it said return it to the box, so we just
so it's
remove
a
it.
15
and a
robots.
15.
Well, that changes my plans a little bit. Because 15 is valuable.
15's real good. Do I... I like that 10 if I'm trying to stick to the evens and odds in at least 1 quarter, though, because a 10 goes nicely here. But I don't care. I'm trying to not care about the plants. I don't want to upgrade plant scoring. Just to hell with plants. So, you know what? I see my play. And I am not going to say it until you've taken yours.
I did 15 robots. I just figured get that corner taken care of.
Okay. I did 6 of planning, put an X here, so I do have to mark off a planning. But I've completed the quarter, so I'm going to get the 15 points.
Yeah, I thought that you might be doing something like that. All right.
And, I do earn that antenna there, too.
All set?
All set.
11 robots, 6 astronauts, or 12 plants.
So I finished this quarter, but I gave up the even odd to do it. I still want to do it somewhere. I think, for me, the play is the astronaut to make this a 7. Trying to keep that quarter even odd. Or trying to keep that quarter odd, rather.
I took more robots.
Wow, okay. You're going for it.
12 robots, 2 planning, 14 energy.
14 energy seems pretty good.
It does.
I do need some energy in my satellite dishes eventually, or they're all for nothing. So, yeah, let me just throw a 14 here and mark off an antenna.
All right. I also took 14 energy.
Okay.
And I also marked off an antenna. 10 astronauts, 8 plants, or 7 plants.
Where's my water at? Jeez.
All right.
Wow, I hate this. I don't care about plants, but I care about 8s. You're done already?
I am. My choice was. It's not thrilled with it, but it did something I needed to do.
I think I'm gonna just keep not doing plants, and I'm gonna take that astronaut, make it a 12. Put it there.
All right. I
Okay.
took 8 plants and finished off the lower left.
Oh, nice.
quadrant.
Okay, 15 points.
Yep. But I did ruin. I had all odds except for that one, so I'm not sure if I should have done that, but I did. So.
Oh, and the thing it says to do, which doesn't terribly matter, but would at least help you probably track for your own strategy, is when someone else scores the 15, like scribble it out yourself.
All right, so we got 13 planning, 3 robots, or 8 plants.
13 planning, 3 robots, or 8 plants. Oh boy, these are pretty bad.
Yeah.
I can't. I can't. No, I can't use a 3. 13 I can, but I lose my... I'm trying to keep the evens and odds alive to try to complete one of them. Huh. And I can't put 13 down here. All right. I think I have a
This
plan.
is not going well.
No, it's not.
All right. Well, hang on.
I think I put the 13 here and use the planning to throw an X there to help fill that one out. Oof. Okay, I'm using another planning. I'm mine up to -6 points. And that's like a gently exponential too. You lose, the more you do it, the more you start losing.
Right. All right, and then I'm gonna take 8 plants.
Okay.
All right.
So
Oh.
I'm just curious of how you're doing on even odd. It's
Not well.
that quadrant is your last chance.
Yeah, I think so. So not
Okay.
well.
Okay. Pray for some even numbers.
5 of planning, 4 of astronauts, and 9 of planning.
Wow. Well, planning can help you do it. X's don't
Right,
break that rule.
right.
So, last I checked, the letter X was neither even nor odd. Where is all the water? I am shocked that I have not had an opportunity to finish the water objective.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised at the lack of water myself.
And we don't have any coming up. Yeah, I guess we just saw it all early on. We'll need the shuffle. I'm so close to finishing 3 rows too, but I don't think I'm finishing it here.
I'm definitely not going to be able to complete the board. Like I've pinched myself pretty bad.
I'm feeling the same. I think just to get something going, I'm going to use the astronaut and make it a 5. Put it there. So that keeps that quarter odd. It gives up on the water. I can't get that water now, but I do get the satellite dish.
I also used a 5 astronaut to block some water for myself.
Well, maybe no one's getting the water objective.
4 energy, 8 planning, and 7 energy.
Okay, I did need some energy.
I also need some energy. Oh, sorry.
Need to fix something?
Yeah, the astronaut. What number was the astronaut?
It was a 4.
It was a 4?
Oh,
Okay.
so you could just make that a 6.
I didn't, it should say a 4.
Oh, right.
I think I heard you say 5, and I was like, yeah, I need to do that.
And you
too,
did
but
use
I
the
didn't
astronaut there, not
yes.
planning? Okay.
Yeah, I did
because there
use
was a
the
planning 5, which I guess is what I thought you did.
I see.
Okay. What the hell? I'm starting to just need big numbers. This ain't it. I am counting on... Okay. I need robots too. All the robots came and went early in the deck, I think. Who shuffled this? Alright, I might make the exact same move you just did with a 4 overriding this water. But I've leveled up water so much, I need to get in water. Man. Oh, man. There's probably some obvious play. Someone's watching this and screaming at their
For sure.
phone or whatever right now. But I don't see it. I guess I just give up on the... Oh, wait, no. Okay, I can keep this one odd just in case by putting that 7 here and using the energy to level up antennae. Okay. I actually ended up reasonably happy with that move.
Alright, I went with 8 planning myself.
Ooh, okay.
It looks
Is
like
that that's only your second planning?
It is.
Oh, okay.
Looks
Well, I
like
guess I
we're-
only have 3, but...
We're shuffling.
it is time to shuffle. I'm just going to hit the pause button on the recording, so via some movie magic, we will shuffle. Okay, we've shuffled. Flip them.
Plants.
12 of plants, 3 of plants,
And
13 of water. Oh, man, it goes great here, but it breaks my evens. I gotta do it. So now I really need a 5 here to get that star. Yeah, okay, so a 13 is going to go here. I get the water.
I also took 13 of water.
Ooh, okay. Did
Which
you also
means
complete that
I
objective?
also completed that
I
objective.
did 2, okay. I did 2 quarters,
We both have
so...
9 points in C.
Yeah, yes, C. I can't believe we tied on that. Okay. I guess flipping that doesn't even matter. No one else is going to get it. Okay.
13 of planning, 11 of planning, or 9 of water.
9 of water is solid for me. I'm taking that. Well, I guess I'm going to take a moment to just think, but planning would let me complete this quarter without breaking the even odd rule with just an X. So that's very tempting, but I can see that more planning is coming up. I'm going to take this water. I've got those at 8 points each for myself, so I don't think there's anything I could be doing more valuable than that other than maybe completing more quadrants before you do.
Okay, so I am taking 11 planning and this is where I'm going to put that X. Because it's
Okay.
an unreachable space otherwise.
And I see you finished a quarter?
I did finish a quarter.
Alright.
I also finished 2... Oh, never mind. I didn't finish what I thought I
You
did.
finished 2 rows. Okay.
Alright. 5 of planning.
Give me a 15. I need a 15.
8 of energy. Or 7 of energy. I do like that energy.
Well, yeah, okay. I think I'm just gonna take the 5. It's not the 5 of water I was dreaming of, but 5 will complete this quadrant with all odd numbers.
That's very nice.
Yeah. And I think that just throwing,
Whoops.
well, I'm just gonna put the X, maybe just like in this corner. Just get closer to ending it, and that keeps me pretty flexible. Oh, wait. 1, 2. No, I'm gonna throw the X here. And then, yeah. Are you done with your move?
Almost. Sorry.
No, take your time. It is an incredible brain burner. So-
It really is, yeah. And I've pinched myself in many ways.
Do you have a play you can make?
I do have at least one play that I can make, but I'm trying to figure out, like, so I can put my 8 here and keep the evens alive for now, but I don't think that that's, like, the only other one would do 10 that's lower than 11. So it's not super sustainable, but I think I'm going to try it. I'm going to try to keep that alive.
Okay.
And then I might as well at least get 1 point for the couple of plants that I have.
Oh, you haven't leveled that up yet? Oh, man.
Yeah.
I completed this quadrant, so I'm just getting those 5 points. And then I finished 3 rows using that planning X, so I'm going to get this 12.
Yeah, that was the other thing I was thinking about. I thought that you might be able to do it, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
I probably should have done it.
That's what made up my mind. As I was debating what to do, as soon as I realized, like, oh, I could just get that objective done. Yeah.
So 9 energy, 2 water, or 7
We have
plants.
not seen a robot in like 10 rounds. I can't use
Well,
2.
this is definitely what I'm doing.
I'm going to. I don't care about plants, so I guess I'm going to take the 9 of energy here. Keep leveling up my antennae.
Alright, so I finished my upper left quadrant.
Nice.
And I also completed my 3rd row.
Ooh,
But
okay.
I only get 5 points for that.
Just a turn behind. Wow.
Yeah.
A lot
Yeah.
of air traffic today.
Alright.
Okay, what do we got?
15 of plants.
Oh, hell yeah.
8
Well,
of plants. Or 15 of energy.
ooh, I've been waiting for 15s. Here they all are.
I think this is my first can't take an action.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't care about the plants, so I think I'm just going to take the 15 of energy
no,
here.
I can take an action.
Oh, okay.
It's just sad for me. Oh, no, wait. No, I don't think I can. Because I can't put a 15, like 11 and 13. So I can't put a 15 down
Right.
anywhere. I can't put an 8 because 8, 8, 8.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I have to...
Okay. That's
Stick
one,
around.
that's one error, I think they call that.
5 robots isn't good for me. 3 robots isn't
Oh, boy.
better. 10 energy. I might be able to do 10 energy.
Okay, the robots are tricky at this point just because they won't score me, or this robot won't score me anything. I would need a second robot to, like, turn it into points, so is it worth doing? I guess, because I do like the number fine, and I don't like energy right now, so it puts it in my last spot where I could score water, but oh well, I'll do 5 of robots and keep going up this way.
I did 10 of energy. 9 of robots. 2 of astronauts. Or 5 of plants.
I can't use these at all. So that's my first miss.
Yeah, I can, but it breaks my final quadrant's odd-even rule.
Oh no! You must if
I
you
must,
can,
yeah,
unfortunately.
I know.
That's sad.
Alright, so I guess that's going to be... I don't care about water so much anymore, so I'm going to take the 9 here. And it's robots, so I get to do something with robots. And... this is a hard objective.
It is. I'm 2 robots away from doing it, but I'm not going to get 2 more robots this game. Unless just the right numbers come up with robots. But yeah, it feels real rough. Okay.
Oh, so I get to circle
Yeah, you can
this.
circle that antenna.
Okay.
All right.
10 water, 10 robots, or 6 plants.
Okay. I guess I'll take the 10 robots because I don't care about plants. Don't have a water spot to put that 10, so 10 robots, and that does score me an antenna.
Alright, yep, I did the same.
There's a robot coming. If I can place it, I actually do complete that objective, which
13
will
water,
end the game.
5 robots.
Can't place it.
12 energy.
I needed a number between 5 and 9 here. Between, not including 5, so I fail again. That's my second.
Oh, I can circle this water when I put an X in it.
Oh, you wouldn't circle that water with an X.
Oh, really?
And because you would have had to take a water action, but if you
Oh,
were
you're
placing
right,
an
yeah.
X, that's not what you were
You're
doing,
right.
yeah.
Yep. I was thinking about the satellite dishes.
Right,
You're
right. Yep, so you had it right the first time.
Um,
So FYI, the game and next round is the final round. Period. Because either I place my final number or I get my final error.
right. Alright, so yeah, I'll be... Wait. Oh, because you've taken more...
More
planning than
plannings,
I have. Yeah, I was like, wait, that doesn't make sense to me. But it does. And I will need a 9 next round. So I'm taking a 12 here. And I've just been debating on what to do with my energy. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 water and 1, 2, 3, 4 plants.
But the water goes
The
up
water
by 2.
goes up
yeah.
by 2, so that's the choice. Alright,
Okay, let's see it.
9.
I need a between 5 and 9.
5.
Nope, neither of those works for me. 7.
7.
I can write a 7. The plants are worth 0 points to me, but I will write the 7.
9 was the only number I could use. So I'm
And-
using the astronaut without even leveraging this power.
So we both get the 15 points for completing that
Oh,
one in the
yeah.
same round. And I never wrote my points, but I got the 5 for the upper right quadrant, so...
Oh yeah, I didn't write my points either. So 5,
Ah.
15, 15, and 15.
Okay, I think my score is actually pretty good, but that was
I didn't
painful.
do as bad as I thought,
Yeah.
but you did better by getting a quadrant with... I should have, when I had the opportunity, I should have used a planning to keep this odd.
Yeah,
That's
because
my
you
mistake.
didn't pull off the extra star.
And I also should have done the finish the 3 rows when I had the chance, since I didn't get the extra star anyway. So it was foolish to try. But
You
Here we
know,
are.
sometimes welcome to it can be a game of hubris. You take those risks. Okay, so for objectives, we fill in our score. I have 1 plant times 0. I have 1, 2, 3. I have 5 water times 8
wow,
is 40 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 antenna times 6 is 30 points.
6 antenna times 6. You did quite a bit better than I did.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I got 40 points for quadrants.
How many astronauts do you have?
4.
So we're tied.
I think we just both get 20.
All right,
It's friendly ties.
-3.
Minus 6 for me and minus 10. Okay, basic arithmetic time. 61, 91, 131, 151. Okay, I think I got my score. Whenever you're ready.
130.
Ooh, 135.
Wow,
That
closer
was
than I thought.
closer than I thought too. Wow,
What
good
makes
game.
my misplace feel all the worse?
Yeah, it was a winnable game for you. If
Yeah,
you made a few
turns
decisions
out,
differently.
turns out.
Yeah, and then I did. So let me let's go to the campaign book here. Today, as we're filming it, is May 19, although I had not been putting in the years.
Now we know
24, and those were 23. That's how long it had been. So, first place gets 2 stars, and I got the extra one, so I'm going to get 3. And
just get
you'll get
one.
1.
This feels very one-sided.
Yeah, you're far from out of it, though, because the values do ramp.
Okay.
Yeah, so towards the end, I think that the final couple are worth 5 for first place. Like, it's a substantial increase over time. So yeah, it's got like the Family Feud prior rounds just don't matter kind of vibe to it sometimes, but I don't think they don't matter. It's just.
So how's our story end?
I'm holding the book. It was what I was writing on. We were at 84. It's so easy to lose your place in here in the mid game. Okay. So, since I had a complete quarter with only even or odd numbers, we're going to 61. Should be the good ending, you would think. Yeah. We managed to inaugurate the colony on time. This day will be remembered. For a long time, the name of Captain Zarek will be remembered. But
that's not your name.
That's not my name. In fact, I have convinced the Human Alliance to start the evacuation of Earth this very day. Save the game on the dashboard, then resume the campaign from here. So that's it for Game 3.
All right. Congratulations again.
Thank you. Game 4, we can talk off camera about whether we're going to film it now or play another time. Or a year from now, right. It's a weird one. We'll be established on the moon and we'll be mining the moon for rubies and stuff, which are totally all over the moon.
Oh, yeah,
That's
I've heard.
A widely believed fact about the moon is that's where all the precious stones are just waiting to be plucked out of the ground. So yeah, exciting stuff. Good game. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you for watching. I forgot to mention up front that, hey, you could play along with us. But if you did anyway, let us know in the comments how you compared. And if you are the next captain, had you been part of our campaign. Speaking of which, it doesn't say who the new captain is, so I guess I'll remain captain.
I guess your name is remembered, Zarek.
Yeah, Zarek. What is with that? Was it? I don't know if I'm missing a story beat as to why I'm the captain and also the Captain Zarek, or if that was supposed to be.
I think you are Captain Zarek.
Yeah. So when there's a blank to write my name on the badge, I'm supposed to write Zarek every time.
That's my belief. Yeah. I'm sure you two will tell us.
Well, let us know in the comments who Captain Zarek is. Or join us next time when maybe the mystery will be revealed. Till then, be optimal.